everybody. This is a special monthly edition of my online class that usually meets at this time on the third Wednesday of every month. But of course, my team member is calling me right now. Carol, I'm doing my online class.
Huh?
My online class. You're calling right in the middle of it.
Oh, God. Well, I'm sorry. Hang up. I'm sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
You're supposed to be on it.
I'm on it.
Okay, we will see her in a minute. She's so funny. I asked her to call me earlier. She listened to her message. I said before 5. How funny. So, once a month, I have a monthly class. Third Wednesday of every month here locally in Hayesville. But, of course, we're still under quarantine, so we can't meet. So, this is now the online version. So, this month I knew in advance that it was going to be online, so I stuck to just one stamp suite this month. So, if anybody places an order, starting today, because I wasn't able to get this out before I told everybody we weren't meeting in person, but, well, they should know too. But I will be sending this out to everybody. After this post, I will send the class out through my email marketing. If you're seeing this and you want on that email list, please sign up. Facebook has, in the little whatever Facebooky thing, there is a sign up to my email marketing. This will go out again in that. Anybody who orders from me this week can get this class free for ordering. You'll get this right here, this little packet with a PDF with the guts. It won't have the stamped images because I'm not allowed to do that. But the spaces are there, the white. If you don't choose to have this bundle, you can stamp something else in that spot. This particular bundle, the Ornate Garden, is part of a suite. So it's a whole suite of products. It comes with this, let's see. So this stamp set you can get as a bundle with, okay, oh, they're stuck here, with these dies. Right now, if you go on there to order it, it will say this is back ordered, and they will just ship it to you when it becomes available in May. You can still order it. It just comes to you after the fact in May. This stamp set comes with this dies as a bundle. In my card kit, you do get the dies automatically sent to you. We're allowed to send the dies, just not the stamped images. You'll want them, I promise you, because they are awesome. They are awesome. I promise you, I've used them a ton already. Now, you also get DSP. I don't honestly have a huge amount of the DSP left because I have used a lot of it already. Here's my little bits. So we are using, you can see here I've colored some on this one. This is the one we're using tonight. There's colors, there's some greens, old olive is a big color in here, terracotta, there's a new color called bumblebee. Haven't seen the actual color, but it's, I'm guessing, one of these yellows. It's in these flowers. So that's the DSP. Then there is an embossing folder. This is the embossing folder that is in the suite. I'm using that in this card. Then there's a ribbon pack. You get 2 ribbons in the pack, and those are it. And then there are some gems. Here's the gems. Now, so with that said, I do have a full class of 8 cards. That class in which you get to make these cards here. In that class, you get to make the 8 cards. You get a quarter pack of that DSP. So I will mail it to you in a priority mailer, so it'll be cut. It'll be cut in longwise. I can fit it longwise in a priority mailer. You get a quarter thing of paper, a package of these gems, and a package of this ribbon. And then you get the card product for these 8 cards, and that is $30 plus $8.50 shipping, unless you're local, and then I'll leave it on your doorstep. That closes this Friday. So I will put a reminder up about that class on this Facebook page because that closes this week. All right, let's get started with the 2 cards that I'm making tonight. That is this card and this card. Very cute cards. And let's get right to it. I'm going to turn it down. Alright, I'm going to pull that out. I do have my ShannonSweetStamping.com. It does have all my... There's Carol now. She's so funny. Alright, so we're going to start with some 8.5 by 4.5, or 5.5 by 8.5 with very vanilla. We just fold it in half. My bone folder here. Yes, you're in the right spot, Carol. Thank you for calling me back, but you didn't call before 5. So I will call you right after this. I need you to help me with something. All right, so this is using the large die cut, which all my little holes didn't pop up. So if you take your pokey tool, if there's still some holes in your spot, and just run them along, usually it'll pop them out. Because, sorry, I can't go through every single one of them and pop all your holes out. They don't. Oh, you probably went over to our team page. That is not where I was at. All right. So this one is going to, and you don't have to get every single hole out. So this one goes down directly on the front, okay? Then there's this one is cut out with a stitched rectangle, and you're going to take, you have 2 pieces of gold, probably about the same, so whichever one you want, as long as, and yes, they're gorgeous dies. I love them. This bundle will carry over, so don't feel bad about buying it because it is going to be here for a whole nother year. It is in the new catalog. And this one is going to go directly on top now that we have the gold edge down here on the bottom. This beautiful, beautiful, this was actually Carol's idea. I saw this on something she did. I hadn't done it yet. I'm sure it's other people's ideas, but she's the one I saw it on, so giving a shout out to her for that. And I'm going to put me some snail on this die, and I'm going to put this right here on this side of it. Okay, now I'm going to take the little one that is a rectangle. Okay, and I'm going to take my terracotta ink, and I've got the So Thankful here, and I'm going to stamp that at the bottom of this. Okay, and then I have, what did I use? I used Seriously. Okay, so I have Seriously. I'm going to ink it once, stamp off, and then stamp it above So Grateful. Okay, so that makes it just a little bit lighter. You can do it solid if you want, if you don't care. I just wanted a little bit of dimension. All right, now I'm going to take the green one that is also that's stitched, okay? It's also stitched, and I'm going to take my paper snips here, and I'm just going to cut it down the middle. Just like that. Okay, so now I have two pieces. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my snail again and put some snail two sides here, because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Because you have to decide how much of this do you want to show. Do you want a little? Do you want a lot? How much? And then I want it to line up also. So I'm trying to do this around my iPad, okay? So why is my comments? I want my comments there. And not here. There we go. Now I'm going to take this side and do the same. Try to make it even though. Then I can flip it over. And I had a package of, maybe I used all my dimensionals. I might have. I got some more here. I thought. Okay, I guess I've used all my dimensionals up. It's time to open up a new package. Alrighty. So I'm going to just line me up some dimensionals here. Alright, and then I'm going to place this one probably right about, well, I want a little bit of that showing at the top there. So then I'll take the rest of my gold edge here, and I'm just going to tie this one in a, well, if I can tie it here. It's just going to be in a knot. And that card is done. Very easy, very simple cards. I picked very simple cards this month. All right. Let's start with the stamping on the other one. So we're going to take, you have 2 white copies on this one. Okay. So the first one, we're going to stamp the sentiment thanks in the old olive, and it's going to be at the top of the card. Okay. That's all we're going to do with old olive. Now, we're going to use Memento for the second sentiment, and I have here for everything. And I'm going right underneath the thanks with the everything at the end of it so that it comes out like that. Okay? Now, I have a piece of the terracotta ribbon for this one, and I'm going to take the terracotta ribbon and kind of line it up between the sentiment and the bottom of that. Wrap it around. If I can hold my fingers here. I think my tape might be long enough, but I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, boy, that's crooked now. I think I can straighten that a little bit. All right, I think since I already have these dimensionals out, I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this one. That way it's ready to go. Okay? Then while I have my black out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp my daisy. That way I'm done with my stamping. Now I'm going to go ahead and color this daisy. I've chosen So Saffron, the light blend. Now you can use blends. If you don't have blends yet and you want to use your markers or pencils, you can do that too. I just love my blends, so that's what I got here. Who's Pay? You typed something wrong. And then I'm using light old olive for the leaf. And I'm going to go down the stem, and I'm going to put just one more little bit right there. And then I'm using crumb cake for the middle. You can take your So Saffron if you want to highlight like a couple. Oh, Pat. Yeah. Pat would like those daisies. She loves flowers. All right. So that is all our stamping that we're doing in coloring. So we have some Whisper White, 8.5 by 4.5 folded, 8.5 by 5.5 folded at 4 1/4. This one is using the embossed. So that is that awesome embossing folder. Got boy dimensional there. And it's going to go on the front. Then we're going to take our daisy, and it's going to go in the front right hand corner. Our strip of soft suede is going down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to put figure out what I did with my, you all have gemstones in yours, but figure out what I didn't put them in. Alright, I just showed you those gemstones. Now I need to use them. Alright, well, I'm going to borrow some from the packets I have setting out that I'm making. And then I will find them in the pile here in a minute. Alright, so I chose the bigger and the smaller is going to go right down here on top of, sorry, I think I was pulled out of the screen here. The brown strip goes at the bottom with the gemstones there. And then I'm going to take, this is a 2-inch circle daisy. Well, it's the outline of like the flowers. And that's kind of towards the top. And then you'll have a piece of colored. And everybody's will be a little bit different because I had to punch it out of the paper. And then that one goes kind of like that. And I just kind of put it there so you do it how you like. And then we're going to take the dimensionals off our, and then that's going to kind of stagger here right above. And that is the 2 cards for the April monthly class this month. Very simple cards. And if you would like to order, please use this host code, if I can get it in the screen, for April, and you will get this class for free for this week when you purchase anything at all on my website. You'll get this free. If you purchase over $25, you will get my monthly sweet treat for April, which is the bonsai, birthday bonsai buddies, whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I forgot what their name are, but I love them. This will be a class coming up after the Mother's Day. I have a Mother's Day, Father's Day class that'll be coming up before them, sorry. So if you're interested again in a more in-depth, making more with these guys so you can get more for your money, these cards are also available for the rest of this week, and that class is $30. So thank you, Carol, for joining me, and somebody else popped in, didn't get to catch their name. I'll talk to you guys later. Carol, I'll be calling you in a few minutes. Bye.